How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, today's a big day. Today's a big day. It's the final day of the primaries in DC.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big Bernie supporter. I gotta know. I mean, there's not many guys as well versed in what's going on as you and that are really paying attention. A lot of people are kind of hating, acting like him not conceding by now is kind of like a sore loser. What are your thoughts on that? Because I mean,
yeah, I've heard that. I mean, it's hard when Bernie from the beginning has said that it's not about him, it's about the movement. And I think it'd be disingenuous to all the people who supported him and donated their own hard-earned money for him to stop if it's really just about the movement and not about him winning.
Right.
And he's got to keep that movement alive, and that movement is going to keep on going past whoever the nominee is and past whoever the next president is. So I think it's important for the movement itself that Bernie doesn't give up now.
So what
he stays on top of it.
What made it compelling for you to vote for Bernie?
I mean, Bernie was one of his biggest campaign sort of his issues was campaign finance reform and getting money out of politics. And I think that's an issue that has muddied up our government year after year, and it's gotten worse and worse.
Getting that undue influence,
Exactly. So when you have that much money influencing political decisions, and you have politicians, including Democratic ones, who I would normally stand behind, when you have them taking large sums of money from corporations and special interest groups, it's naturally going to affect in some way how they function within the government. And then, of course, healthcare issues, social. The fact that you can see photos of him chained to African American people in protests in the '60s shows that in his blood, in his DNA, and he was made up of as someone that is fighting for social correctness and social justice.
Now he's a fighter. So today he's supposed to meet with Hillary, okay? And like you said, he's not. It's not about the win or not. It's about the movement. Well, the word is that, and the projected movement is that he's gonna basically tell her, you can have the delegates if you take on some of my policies. Do you, not knowing that as a Bernie supporter, imagine she does a few of his things.
Yeah.
Do you think yourself and others will ride with him and go for Hillary?
I think it's definitely a step in the right direction for sure. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know which issues he's talking about exactly and whatnot. But I mean, look, I obviously Hillary has a very large delegate lead at this point, and unfortunately from the beginning, the mass media has given her all the super delegates, which switches opinions, makes people don't want to go vote. They said AP and Associated Press said that Hillary won California way before she even did, so people didn't want to go out. So it was like it's kind of muddy, and that's unfortunate. However, I support Bernie's movement, and if Bernie gets some more influence within the White House, then that's something I can definitely consider.
So you'll do it then?
I'm not saying I'll do it, but it's something I would consider.
What about this? The other flip side of the coin, and I'm passionate about this too, man. The other flip side of the coin is that he runs as an independent, or a green, and then it messes up, then it's Trump.
No, that would not be about the movement.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plans are, but I would be surprised if that happened. Honestly, here's the thing, one of the biggest issues that's coming up is going to be the Supreme Court justices.
Yeah.
And the next president, whoever that is going to get to nominate one up to potentially three. If we have a Republican White House, that means potentially up to 3 Supreme Court justices. And if you look at big changes that have happened in our recent history that have affected people on a day-to-day basis, that has come from the Supreme Court, not from the president themselves.
Sure.
So in my mind, I'm starting to kind of lean towards the direction of no matter who the Democratic nominee is, I'm going to support solely based on the Supreme Court justices alone.
Interesting.
Because that's I mean, you have Roe v. Wade, you have Citizens United. Those are huge changes that have been impacted our nation, and that's caused by the Supreme Court. And if we have a Republican nominated, then we're going to have a Republican Supreme Court justice.
Will you run for office one day? Because you know your stuff, man. No. Think about it. People love you, and then maybe when you hit 60, 65, and you're
that's a long ways away.
But think about it. You'll be so seasoned and even more knowledgeable, and then the older people will also respect the age. Would you do it?
I mean, I don't think so. I think I like grassroots movements. I like more of a community organizing type role and getting, because I think real change is effective from the bottom up. And so motivating and mobilizing large groups of people that are down here and not up in the White House, I think is where real change starts to come from. That's where you start revolutions, and that's where you start getting people up top to pay attention to the consumers down the bottom.
One thing that if Hillary decided, all right, Bernie, I'll take one thing from your if you give me your guys, if he gets up, you get to pick. What's it going to be?
I think it would be immediate action to overturn Citizens United. I think that's a huge one, and that's what allows corporations to give as much money to politics as they want.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of dark money, and it's one of the dirtiest things in the whole scheme right now. That's a really big one. That would probably be on the top of my list, because that's getting money out of politics, and that's one thing that Hillary hasn't really stepped out and said that she's against, because she's been on the receiving end of that. So if that happened, which I doubt it would, that would be
detrimental to her.
Yeah, let me run, guys, because I want to get my bags.
Well, take care, my man.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.